Now, Conor McGregor, Mayweather. Have you ever sparred with Mayweather?
They will have me as his as his sparring partner for this. When it goes down, I haven't got word yet because I think they're still working on the deal. But if Dana's coming out and saying it too, so they told me weeks ago that the fight is a for sure, and they want to have me as one of the sparring partners for it.
Now, who? Now, Mayweather told you. Mayweather Senior told you. Who told you this?
His manager, Leonard.
His manager said, "Kevin, we want you to emulate what you think McGregor's
we
gonna
train.
do."
I train at Mayweather's gym all the time, so they always see me train. I've been training a lot of southpaw too. And they know Dewey Cooper has been training guys at Mayweather's gym since 1997. He got started with Mayweather when Mayweather was still an amateur fighter. So my trainer, who goes with me everywhere, the dude that looks like that everybody says looks like Lil Wayne,
Yeah, Lil Wayne on steroids. Yeah.
Three-time world champion kickboxer. He hates when people say he looks like Ace Hood, Lil Wayne. It's the funniest shit ever. Especially when your fans do it. Oh, it's so fucking funny.
He looks more like Big Wayne,
all the time he gets pissed off.
He's more obese Wayne, but yeah, I hear you.
Exactly. But yeah, he's been training guys there forever, and they're gonna have me, which I'm excited to be a part of, just because they pay you per week. So I could use a little extra cash in my pocket. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna be at the strip club every week.
They're probably to give you what, $10,000 a week or something, some kind of ridiculous number.
Yeah, something like that. And most of the time he pays you for even if he don't spar you. He still just keeps you on the payroll. We've had a lot of guys that have like I said, I'm in and out of Mayweather's all the time, so I kind of know the goings on.
Now this fight, I've been thinking about this fight. At first, I was like, Conor's crazy. It's going to ruin his legacy. He's going to go out. He's going to get destroyed. Everybody at the barbershop is now going to think that.
No, it's genius.
But
it's genius.
Then you go, wait a minute. He loses to a boxer. He gets paid $50 million, maybe $75 million. Who cares? It would take him 15 MMA fights to make that. It's a short day's work, and it's like losing to Michael Jordan in a one-on-one basketball game.
Yeah. Like I said, the money aspect you obviously can't argue with. You know what I mean? There's big money fights for him still in MMA, but obviously nothing of that caliber. And it's a genius move by him. It's a win-win-win scenario. He has no downside here. If anybody has a doubt, why Floyd? I guess Floyd loves the money more than anything. He loves the money more than winning even. So it's an easy fight for a lot of money. And I don't know. Mayweather.
Kev.
Then he won't embarrass us all.
Now I have a friend named Luke Ashlock. He's a comedian. He said he goes to the boxing gym. He sees McGregor train, and he's getting handled by guys who are either amateurs. Not even in the same sentence as Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does he have any chance of winning this fight?
No, he don't. No. And I'll tell you, especially after a couple of sparring sessions with Mayweather, ask me again, and I'll reaffirm that. But no, he don't stand a chance. Is no way. His best hope was, which I think Mayweather would be prepared for, is once the fight not going his way, 6, 7, 8 rounds in, McGregor will probably throw a kick, or if I was McGregor, that's what I would do. I would come out, I would try and sling him around, do a lot of clinch work early, because McGregor will be a lot bigger than Floyd. If he does a lot of clinch early, maybe try and wear him down, but he can't wear himself down in the process. I think he's going to try and throw Floyd around as much as possible, but it's going to be a boxing clinic. As long as he doesn't get knocked out, he's got the size on him, and he's got a good chin. And I don't think he'll get knocked out, but he'll get outclassed for sure. It'll just be a drumming for 10 rounds.
Do you think people are going to actually do you think people from Ireland are going to fly in for this?
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah, if they can even get tickets, because the tickets are going to be through the fucking roof. The place Las Vegas is going to be on fire. That's for damn sure. But yeah, they have to. They have to fly in for it. And look at it from his perspective. It's a win-win. He doesn't have anything to lose here. You know, everybody knows he's going to lose to Mayweather. You know, if he loses, so what? That only makes his fight when he comes back into MMA, which you probably fight like Diaz or something. You know, that'll just make that so much bigger. So he's gonna win. I ain't gonna lie. The man played the game right. I'll tell you that. Shit, if it was me, I'd be doing the same thing. Why fight Tony Ferguson? Why even fight Khabib? You know, you stand a real good, reasonable chance of losing to both of them, and fucking might as well fight Mayweather.
But is he cheapening the UFC, the MMA brand a little bit by people that are obviously people that know the sport? They know what what the deal is, but the average person, you know, they even say to me, people ask me, hey, what do you think about this Mayweather-McGregor fight? What are they going to fight in, boxing or MMA? Like, they don't even know that. You know, there's going to be boxing. Yeah. So is he sort of like, I mean, you know, now these people on, you know, World Star Hip Hop or something, they're going to write L every time he makes a video or something, or
yeah. Well, here's the thing though. Mayweather is if love him or hate him, regardless, you have to give it to him. He is a master promoter. He's one of the best promoters in the game. You know, it goes him and Chael Sonnen. They're two of the best promoters. Mayweather, I mean, McGregor obviously does a decent job of self promoting, but you know, Mayweather himself and the UFC. You know, the UFC is one of the greatest promotions in the world. You know. They will come with a good way of spending it and being able to get the casuals drawn in. And for the UFC, there's no downside as long as they get their cut, you know. I think the UFC will probably get like a 30% cut or whatever the fuck it is off of it. And there's no downside because it's only going to make the UFC bigger. It's going to ruin boxing. I think, you know, once McGregor gets out of the first round, the sport of boxing will be dead.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. It's one. I mean, and I'm saying this, and I'm gonna
come on. You got guys like Triple.
Camp.
You guys,
and look. I'll tell him if he asks me, because yeah, it's some bullshit. He's going to boxing. I mean, he's doing it for the money. I got to give it to him, but yeah, he's ruining the sport. That's for sure.
No, what do you? First of all, how is he rooting? He's going to knock out the best UFC guys, so people are still going to be like, they're gonna be more. They're gonna say, "Oh, boxing's the best," whatever. I mean, idiots are gonna say that, but they're gonna say it. And then you still got guys like Triple G. You still got guys like Kovalev. You still have that whatever that 125-pound guy from Russia. Who's you know what I'm talking about? That guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll tell you what's gonna happen is some guy like Andre Berto or somebody is gonna go and spar with Mayweather and say that he beat him in sparring. Kind of like what King Mo did with James Toney, and say he tapped him out.
Right, yeah.
And that's people are going to believe him for some reason. And then people are going to go, wait a minute. Well, he does have that. They're going to play all of McGregor's highlight films. And then all of a sudden, people are going to start to believe the hype. And then it's going to,
yeah, of course.
You know, but.
Of course they will. You know, like I said, they'll be able to spin it great. But like I said, I don't know, bro. I think it's gonna ruin boxing because you're taking somebody who's 49-0, you know, an Olympic medalist, and he's fighting a dude with no even amateur boxing experience. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about. You know, yeah, he's an MMA fighter, but it's a different sport. You know,
yeah,
it's just crazy. It's just insane to think about. You know. As far as the sport of boxing goes, because it's built as a competition. It's not built as a spectacle. You know, it'll definitely turn it into a spectacle, and it'll ruin the sport because now, you know, people look at it like, oh, you know, it's like having a high school runner run up against Usain Bolt or something in the Olympic finals. You know what I mean?
I totally.
Yeah, of course Usain's gonna win, but it's you know, it's like, oh well. Anybody can do this.
I know exactly what you mean. Now, have you been in the Mayweather gym where, you know how like you're watching 24/7 and they shut it off and all of a sudden they just put the lights back on and some guy just got bloodied and the shit beaten out of him sparring? Have you been?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not everything that, you know, people make it up to be. You know what I mean? People make it up like it's having death fights or something in there, or like these dudes are like just the toughest motherfuckers on the. Like no, it's like, you know. It's like regular. Like I've seen worse wars, to be honest. every day, sparring at Mayweather's is a lot of fun. I will say that, because it is like a real fight. You know what I mean? You got your camp, the other guy got his camp. They come in for sparring. There's people, there's like fans and shit there. It's probably they fill up the gym with like 100 people. And it's just you two. So it kind of does feel like a fight, even though y'all just sparring.